Hello. So it seems like the mic is working fine, and I think everything's in focus. Actually, little candle today in the background right there. Um. So I am going into this video unscripted. Um. So hopefully it turns out well or something. I'm actually recording a vlog, so you should watch that when it comes out. Um. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about what would it be like if younger me met me now, old me met new me. And I'm just gonna go completely unscripted. But before I go into the video, let me just say May 4th is the first day of my club, so I'm making a club to build a little creative community to kind of bring people together in this very isolating and hard and scary world. And the first class is May 4th. Your first month is free if you sign up, and it's gonna be a weekly meeting. In the future, I am looking to start doing more in-person events, so we'll definitely be doing that. But right now, I'm trying to get it off the ground. So hopefully you join um, in this club. I really want to spread love and kindness and encouragement in this club. Don't need a lot of hate in the club, so please be nice to the people. Yeah, so that's it. And I'm Jlin. I don't know if I said that already. I don't remember, but yeah. So let's just get into the video. So let's compare and contrast old Jlin and me Jlin. So I'm gonna start by describing old me. Old me was very honestly I'm kind of the same, but obviously different mentally a little bit, but like still like the same kind of aura. I was always a very cool. I don't think. Well, I was pretty quiet. I didn't have any friends. My only friend was mainly my sister, and I had like obviously I knew people and I talked to some people, but my main friend was my sister, my twin sister. If you don't know, I have a twin sister, but she's still my friend today. Love her. She's very nice. She's very funny. Yeah. So was very. I don't want to. I would say I was quiet, but I think I talked when I needed to talk. But I wasn't that social. I don't think, not that I can remember at least. I think one of my stronger interests was art and creating stuff that I loved to play. Um, Now I was a very lonely child actually, and I don't think people really saw me a lot. I was very lonely, and I've been lonely like my whole life. So, and that's because I never felt seen or heard as a child. And I don't think I got that much attention, especially not in school. In school and camp, never got that much attention. It was especially camp. Camp, I know, was supposed to be really fun for kids and stuff. And I hated the camp. Besides, like going to the pool and stuff. I hated camp. Never wanted to go. Cause like it's summertime. Like why can't I just be home relaxing with my family? And yeah. So, um, and I don't think I never did really bad in school. I did have speech therapy. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not gonna expose my mother like this, but so I'll hold out for her sake. But I did have speech therapy, and I don't know if you can tell. Sometimes I have a hard time saying certain things, especially now too. And a lot of time I don't. Another reason for that is because I'm sure you can tell I'm a heavy mouth breather. My nose is congested all the time, so it kind of like um clouds my voice. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I sound congested too, but when I say certain things, I don't know. It's just if you're a mouth breather, I guess you understand. I have very bad allergies. That's why I'm a mouth breather. So my nose is congested like 90% of the time. 90% of the time. So yeah. So I did have speech therapy. Therapy was fine. I didn't have a problem with it, but the teachers were. I'm pretty sure they were always really nice. I think. I also used to have um am I going completely off topic and just talking about my old self? I also had like an extra gym class. Like this man, Mr. I think his name was Mr. Umar. He would like help me do different exercises in the gym, and I wasn't a fat kid. I wasn't a fat kid, so I don't know why. I had that. I do know ever since I was a child, even though I had that extra help in gym and I had gym class, and I was actually very active. Well, not I was very like active. I used to do a lot of gymnastics and stuff. I've never ever been able to like do a full sit up or a curl up. That's what it's called in school, curl ups, right? I've never ever been able to do a full one without somebody holding my feet down. And I don't know why. Like if I exercise every day, like I can make some progress, like every day for a few months. But maybe there's just something wrong with my abdomen, and I just can't go all the way up. But that's kind of off topic. Middle school, honestly, I didn't really have any friends in middle school. I had like one friend in middle school, and um, I was very annoying to people, which I can understand how I was annoying. Not that I tried to be, but I was. I didn't really have any friends. I had one friend in middle school, and obviously I knew other people, but I never really fit in. Um, Obviously everybody, well not everybody, but I was definitely a very awkward middle schooler. Terrible time. I did go through a lot of things in middle school. I was very depressed and lonely. Very let's throw that out there. This is a thing that's happened my whole life. I'm really depressed and lonely. I'm alone. I don't have any friends. I don't fit in. And I would get picked on sometimes, but not that much because I never really like took it to heart because I honestly never gave a fuck when people would make fun of me. So I guess that also made me a little less of a target. Well, I don't know if it actually made me less of a target, but I never really took it to heart. Like I really just didn't give a fuck. Like these people are making fun of me. Like okay, am I supposed to care? Am I supposed to care? I don't know, but I never really cared that much. But I did a little bit get picked on some. Um, and then another thing. So this is I swear to God this plays into how I grew up into high school. Okay, I've always had a larger badonkadonk and always had a little junk in my trunk. And obviously, I grew up in a public New York City high schools. All three of the schools were public New York City schools. So middle school was just a New York City middle school, public middle school, and there was a lot of like slap that ass Friday and different things like that, or like grab that ass. So I was definitely a little bit of a target, a little bit of a target, which is like strange, but like it was like normal in middle school, so whatever. I didn't think much of it. So the reason I say that is because I did get. I don't want to say I didn't get like a lot of attention, but I did get like eyes on me for it, which I definitely obviously noticed and picked up on. And I guess I wanted to seem more attractive and like sexy for a 12-year-old. I sound like Missy from Big Mouth. Oh God. Yeah. So, cause like I said, I was a very lonely child, very isolated, didn't have any friends. I mean, I didn't know people. I didn't have a lot of close bonded friends or anything like that. Except for like my best friend, like from 7th grade to 8th grade. Even that was like a weird kind of thing. But oh, it's my hamster. Oh, so yeah, so damn, I keep saying and so that is kind of how. And once I realized, put that together, how like I could get attention and like get actual conversate with people, mostly boys, men, in a more inappropriate manner, and that is how I grew up to high school. Um, so as in high school, I started to think that the only way for me to get love and attention was through like my body and trying to like pursue relationships with people. And I actually never really ended up in a relationship with anybody through this way because I was just being fed lies and I was believing in the lies and I thought that this would give me love and attention and make me feel better about myself and make me feel less lonely. But ultimately, that did not do. And thank God I actually learned that that was not the case. And even a lot of times, I never thought to myself to be a very like damn, I'm losing my train of thought. I never, I don't think I've ever truly was the person I was letting out to be, because I would always try to dress, more showy, feminine, to hopefully get attention, because I again was friendless, and I didn't really know people, talk to people outside of school. I didn't go out and do things outside of school that much, and I was a little more introverted. Like, I knew people, but I wasn't friends with people. I wasn't really included with people. So that is what I found and noticed to be that's the only way I got attention, and then I started to just thrive off of that. Not I don't want to say thrive, but I started to like leech onto that idea and that whole thing. And oh, ultimately it didn't lead to anything good. Obviously, as we know, sex and inappropriate things does not lead to love and friendships and relationships and connections. But and I had to learn the hard way, because in 2022 I went through a very first of all, I graduated and I didn't go to college, so I was very lost in the world, and everybody was telling me to do this, that, and the third. But I didn't want to do this, that, and the third. But I also didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, so I was really trying to figure it out. And then I was going through a really hard relationship. That wasn't really a relationship; it was a situationship, and that was a terrible time. But thankfully, for that situationship, I was able to learn and to see that what I had been following all these years, like to get attention, love from people, is not how you do it. Like, that's not how you do it. That's not, and it's not ever gonna work. It's never gonna work. It's only gonna ever be used against me, especially because I'm a woman and I'm black, so double homicide. So it's only ever gonna be used against me. So eventually I realized, and so now, so like 2022 was when I would say where the pivot happened. So for me now, today, I'm a woman still. I'm not as lonely. I've kind of accepted my solitude and having no friends, and I actually really love my alone time. Pop, contrary to what, like, how I've been talking about myself, I do love my alone time. I don't have many friends at all. Um, I've like, I've like no friends. But like, I know that seems sad, and I know it does. But honestly, I'm kind of happy, because the people that I was surrounding myself with, I never felt truly happy with them. I never felt completely seen. They weren't the I never really felt accepted, and that I could be my full and truest self around them. So I try to only surround myself with people that I know I feel safe and accepted with, and can be my truest and fullest self. And unfortunately, that's not a lot of people, and a lot of people don't. Well, one thing, I don't socialize, so I'm not meeting any people. I don't go out and to parties anymore. In 2021 to 2022, a little bit of 2023, I used to party a lot. Well, maybe not a lot, but I used to party. Oh, and okay, I used to do a lot of that, and I think I loved it so much because it allowed me to be open to people and like unleash. Because I'm a very closed off person. I don't like to say a lot. I don't like to comment a lot and be in people's conversations and all the social stuff. I never really like to. I can never do it sober. So I resorted to that, and it was fun while it lasted. Ended terribly, which it's actually good that it ended terribly, because I have stopped doing that since. So it's actually good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that traumatic thing happened. So yeah. So stop doing that. So that's the part of old me. Me now, I don't drink anymore. I don't anymore. for that's fine, I guess. That's fine. Whatever. So me today, I am now my new passion, and I found my passion, which is I want to do working on my own business, and this is why you should definitely sign up for my club to be a part of the beginning of my business and my career, so that I can do it. And even if you don't, that's okay, because I'm still gonna work in it, and hopefully some other people will join me on this journey, because I really love it, and I really love doing it. I love working for myself. I would say consider this being like my hobby, something like a more love than hate, like 80% love, 20% hate, or 30% hate. And you know what? It is very scary. It is a very scary thing to do, starting your own business and choosing this route in life. But what matters is that I am happy. I am happy. Um, and hopefully I will build my own little community, my own little life, and it'll be great for me. And that's the way I will live my life. So now, I think if old me met, I think if old me met new me, I think old me would probably cry, because I think for so long I wanted to be really happy, and I am naturally a happy person. I am all giggles and smiles most of the time, but and awkward. But I think I would cry because I actually decided to stop listening to what other people are saying and do what the fuck I want to do. Live the life that I want to live. So I think I would be really happy if if old me met new me. I'd be really happy. Even though, you know, I think I think old me would probably wish that I was already rich and successful by now, but that's besides the point. I found happiness, or rich in happiness. So, is there anything else I should say? Another difference between old me and new me, but more specifically high school. In high school, I didn't make any art or anything, but during the senior year, I did start writing poetry, and then after that, following that, I started making art again and writing, and I really have fallen back in love with it, because as a child, I always loved art. I always loved creative things and creative fields and stuff, and film and stuff. But during middle school, I really no, during high school, and maybe middle school, but mostly high school, I really fell off on that, because I started trying to find other things to find happiness in, and I'm glad that I've rediscovered creating. And with my art, I do want to create a better. I want to use my art and writing to use my voice, to use my voice. So that is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm doing. And I honestly, I don't know. I think the old me would be like, wow. Well, that sounds like conceited as fuck. Um, you know what's really funny? I just had a realization. So when I was younger in elementary school, I used to always imagine how I would look like at 18. I'm 20 right now, but at 18 and around around that age, I used to always imagine what I would look like. I would draw pictures of what look like, and I pretty much look like what I drew out. Like, I love to wear pigtails. I wear overalls, as a child, I always wanted overalls, but for some reason I never got overalls, which I don't know why. But I always wanted overalls, and I'm currently wearing overalls, and it's just great. I love my life, and I should buy more overalls. Yeah, I think I am a true believer of everything happens for a reason. So, I believe even all the hard things that I've gone through and went through and experienced, that it all happened for a reason. Like, I live life with no regrets. I don't regret anything. Because even though life could have turned out really differently and played out really differently, would I be the person that's sitting here right now that I am currently proud of? I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea if I would have came to the same kind of learn my same lessons, same conclusions and stuff. I have no idea. because I didn't go that route. So I'm proud, living with no regrets, learning from my mistakes, going through these hardships and stuff, and I'm happy, satisfied with who I've become as a person. And that is, I think that's like the joyous thing ever, because a lot of people don't find themselves. And I'm just happy. Now, I guess I could start into improvements. Cause yeah, what can I improve? What do I want to see myself? Where do I want to see myself in the future? Well, I want to see myself working full time for myself. Well, actually, no. Let me start small. Let me start working part time. Well, I do work part time, but making income. I mean income, bitch. Money. Making like at least part time amount of money from my business at some point in time. I want to see myself, I guess, with a little bit more of a accepting and a friendship that I can be my truest and full self with in real life. So hopefully I do find those people, and I do surround myself with people that I like and people that I look up to and aspire to be, and people who inspire me and make me happy, and vice versa. I want to have these healthy relationships. No, I don't plan to really have a big social life, please, God, no. But at least something more than what is the current. I think those are my two goals. To start making more income from my business and like really see people benefit from my business, and then kind of expanding my social circle a little bit. That would be nice. Is there anything else I would like to see? Um, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make a song. I've always wanted to make one song. Just one song. Maybe two songs, but one song. One day I'll do that in the future. Or, I mean, I can do it now, but I don't think now is the time to do that. Or maybe it is, and I'm just holding back on myself. Let me show you this book. Maybe I'm just holding back on myself because of resistance. Resistance. I actually didn't finish this book, but I do like it. I am like 30% done, 40%, 30% done with the book. Really not that much, but haven't read it in a while, so. But it's a good book. Trust me, you should read it. And I should read it here tonight. Well, I'll just talk about what I'm going to do the rest of the day. In this video, I'm going to hand out flyers for my new club. Hopefully I get some people, at least one, if one person joins, I'd be really happy if one person just joined. I'd be truly happy if one person joined. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I would actually be happy. I'd actually like cry, like in shocked and happiness. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much the end of this video because I don't think I have anything else to say. Um, yeah, so if you watched this video, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my business journey and hopefully joining the community in my club. Yeah, it would make me really happy, and don't forget to spread love today. I know life is very hard and life beats you down and people beat you down, but you need to stay positive. You need to spread love. You need to help people and be nice to people. You need to be nice to yourself also. Make sure to be nice to yourself. You need to stop beating yourself up and remember to speak up about things. Remember, unfortunately, closed mouths don't get fed. At least not all the time if you're privileged enough. You need to open your fucking mouth. Yes, and that's what I need to do. And don't be afraid to say no sometimes, but also say yes sometimes. Saying yes might surprise you sometimes, but say no. Have a healthy balance, okay? Thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to edit this video today, but I'll edit it maybe next weekend. Thank you.